Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Back to Brick, the only show where we talk about Legos so much that even our minifigures are asking for a break. Tonight, we're getting some massive stories from the long-awaited return of The Lord of the Rings, The Shire, Bricklink 25th anniversary, to Lego's team up with Nike. That's right, we're covering Middle-earth, marketplace milestones, and minifigure-inspired footwear, all in one show. All right, let's jump into the big news. First up, LEGO has officially announced the Lord of the Rings The Shire set, and it is gorgeous. It's got Bag End, the surrounding hills, and even Gandalf rolling in on his cart ready to cause some trouble. Plus, we're getting a bonus gift with purchase set featuring Smeagol and Deagle, which, if you don't remember, is basically the tale of Finders Keepers gone very wrong. It's 2017 pieces with 9 minifigures, including the grumpy Proudfoots. It'll retail for $269.99 and be released on April 2nd. And speaking of Middle-earth, Sean Astin, Samwise himself, gave an interview talking about the new LEGO Shire set, a mini-movie and the joy of imagination. Honestly, it's heartwarming. I mean, it's Samwise Gamgee. If he tells you to buy a LEGO set, you buy the LEGO set. That's just Hobbit law. Moving from fantasy to speed, LEGO revealed a Too Fast, Too Furious Honda S2000. Which means it's official. Every single car in existence will eventually be a LEGO set. Every single one. Personally, I'm waiting for my 98 Honda Civic with its missing hubcaps for its own Speed Champions release. Now let's talk deals. If you've been holding off on buying LEGO, now is your time. Target Circle Week is offering up 30% off select LEGO sets. That's right, you can finally justify that giant Death Star set that's coming and telling yourself, well, I saved money. But don't stop there. Double Insiders points are back as well, which means you can get even closer to, well, buying more LEGO sets. It's a vicious cycle, but hey, at least you're making money. At least that's what you tell yourself. In Star Wars news, LEGO is celebrating the saga with a special edition collector's tile at the Star Wars Celebration in Japan. It'll come as a gift with purchase while supplies last. I love the idea. Nothing says collector's item like a tiny tile that will immediately get shuffled into your spare LEGO bins or sold for an absorbent amount online. Now in theme park news, Legoland California is getting a new roller coaster, the LEGO Galaxy Explorer. And it's not actually built from LEGO bricks, probably for the best. But just imagine the nightmare of having to pause the ride to find that one missing piece before it can continue. The coaster will be part of a brand new area dedicated to exploring the far reaches of the LEGO galaxy. Because who hasn't dreamt of building their own space adventures? The largest LEGO store will be opening in Legoland Billund, and almost 1,000 square meters in size. And get this, they have an exclusive first guest experience where the first 10 people in line receive a Titanic set and first dibs on exploring the store. Imagine camping outside for hours to be the first person in a LEGO store, only to realize it's just you and a bunch of kids who have no idea why you're crying about your childhood nostalgia. If you've ever been to a big LEGO store, you'll probably have seen a LEGO minifigure factory. Well, now it's getting the Lord of the Rings treatment. That means brand new torso prints celebrating Bilbo's 111th birthday, plus a helpful reminder to keep away unless on official party business. Now, this is also online as well, so you can go and check that out if you don't have a large LEGO store near you. Which, let's be honest, is a rule we should all start using to avoid unwanted guests. Now, and why didn't I think of that news? Some guy built a DIY Mario Kart track using LEGO sets, and it's amazing. Meanwhile, my last DIY project was assembling an IKEA furniture, and let's just say my bookshelf leans a little bit too far to the left. Now, this track itself is more of a Rube Goldberg style, where you've got the carts rolling down the hill, hitting into different mechanisms, activating a green shell or two, something that, well, takes a lot of trial and error, and I don't have the patience for. Speaking of a crossover madness, LEGO and Nike are teaming up for a sneaker collection, featuring Dunk Lows and Air Max DN shoes. Those are all guesses. We have no idea what they'll actually be making. But it would be perfect because now you can accidentally step on a LEGO brick and your shoe will at least match the experience. In international news, India is getting its first LEGO certified store, which is great because now everyone can experience the joy of stepping into a Lego store and realizing they want everything but can afford almost nothing. Lego video games are seeing some massive discounts. Over on Steam, you can grab classics like Lego Batman, the Lego Hobbit, and Lego Avengers for up to 90% off. Plus, Star Wars The Skywalker Saga is getting a whopping 80% off, which means now it's your chance to relive every Star Wars moment in Lego form, including Jar Jar Binks' peak comedy career, because clearly that's what we were all waiting for. Before we wrap up, we have to talk about one of the biggest Lego builds ever. Someone built Game of Thrones The Wall out of 200,000 Lego bricks. That is insane to me. I mean, I struggle with 2,000 piece sets, and just like in the show, I bet it took way longer to finish than expected. Also, did you hear about the Lego's 25th anniversary Bricklink cake display? Yes, they made a Lego cake, proving once and for all that you really can eat everything. Now, it is a contest where you can submit some ideas from 10 pieces to 300 pieces focused around a specific couple of topics that they've selected, where if you're chosen, your piece will be put on the Lego cake to celebrate the 25th anniversary. You won't actually win anything other than having it displayed for the crowds to see. And that's all we have in this week's Lego news. Huge thanks to our amazing patrons, Belfront Brick Studio, Jimmy Tucker, David, Matthew Vander Bogart, Paul Snellen, Lee Jackson, and Pop's Block Shop. You guys keep the bricks rolling. And now with that being the end of the breaking news, let's move into our set reviews for the week. Our first set is 75405 Home 1 Star Cruiser. It's an 18 plus set, 559 pieces. It'll get you 455 insiders points, and it does have a rating of 25 with 4.5 stars at $70. Now the set itself is it's interesting, but so is the ship. Home 1 is an iconic ship of the Calamari, which is Admiral Akbar. It's a trap, and it has some fun details as they've been doing with a lot of these sets as they continue to grow and grow. Specifically, you can remove the side panels to reveal the hangar bay. So we've got some of our minifigures in there, specifically from like the clone from Rebels. And you also have, I think it's an A-Wing also in there, and a small scale representation of a chopper. There is a small frigate as well, a medical frigate, which they did as a small scale for the 2020 San Diego Comic-Con, and it comes with the boring base stand, which I've upgraded to have a really fun base stand with the Death Star planning scene for Return of the Jedi, so you can get those on Rebrickable. Small plug, of course. It does have some fun design aspects to the front section where it does a curvature towards the nose piece and has some connection points that I think are stronger than I'd expect. And at the price point of $70 at 559 pieces, very much like the Tantive 4, lower piece count for higher price. It does have some newer molds, I guess, could be the reason, but all in all, it is still a fun build, and I love the mini scales because you can store them far better than you could store one that's an Ultimate Collector Series size, which, who knows, maybe they'll do one day. Likely to not see it because it's not the most popular ship. I like that they've done like the Acclimator, which could be an Ultimate Collector Series because a lot of people like it, but not as much as the Venator class. So I have posted a link in the description so you can go and purchase that and display it next to all your other mini scale ships. Now our Rickable build is Stitch's Red Pilot Cruiser by SFH_bricks. And it is such a cool little model. I believe it was about $5, and it is 562 pieces. And it's scaled to the minifigure of Stitch, which came out in, I believe, a collectible minifigure series, and it's also coming out in the latest set for the new movie with the house. The cruiser itself came from like the opening scene where she crashes in Hawaii. It's one of the iconic lines. Which one did he take? He took the red one, and it shows him blasting off and trying to get away and hyper jumping out. And there is a build with stickers and without, so you can purchase the stickers. I believe it was like 12 euros to get the stickers, which is a little steep, but if you want it to be as iconic as the actual one, you got to get the stickers. I bought both the stickers and this, and now I need to get the parts. Love the Stitch movie, and I can't wait for the new one. And this is a fun addition to have such a cool spacecraft. It even has the drop down section for the round gun piece that firing its lasers. So, all in all, a great design, a great space car, as it were. Until next time, keep building, keep dreaming, and watch out for the loose bricks on the floor. Good night, everybody.